Justin Trudeau, a decade of change and controversy. His resignation and legacy. Have you ever wondered what it's like to follow in the footsteps of one of Canada's most iconic political families? Justin Trudeau's journey from a young member of Parliament to the Prime Minister of Canada has been nothing short of fascinating. But as of January 6, 2025, Trudeau stepped down, leaving behind a legacy of transformative policies, controversies, and profound change. Let's dive into his remarkable journey as the 23rd Prime Minister of Canada. Early life and political career. Born on December 25, 1971, in Ottawa, Ontario, Justin Trudeau grew up in a politically active family. His father, Pierre Trudeau, served as Prime Minister of Canada from 1968 to 1979, and again from 1980 to 1984, shaping Canada's political landscape. Justin Trudeau's own political career began in 2008, when he was elected as the Member of Parliament for Papineau. In 2013, he became the leader of the Liberal Party of Canada, and in 2015, he was sworn in as the country's Prime Minister. Prime Ministership 2015-2025. When Justin Trudeau assumed office, Canada was facing economic challenges and a growing desire for change. He immediately set out with a platform of progressive policies, social justice, and inclusivity. 1. Economic policy and tax reforms. One of Trudeau's earliest actions was tax cuts for the middle class while raising taxes for the wealthiest 1%. The Canada Child Benefit, CCB, was introduced, helping families with children by reducing child poverty. The government pursued deficit spending to stimulate the economy and invest in infrastructure, aiming to create long-term growth. 2. Climate action. Trudeau's government focused heavily on climate change, introducing a national carbon tax and expanding green energy investments. However, his approval of the Trans Mountain Pipeline expansion stirred controversy as he tried to balance environmental protection with economic interests. 3. Immigration and refugee policy. Trudeau championed a welcoming stance toward refugees, particularly those fleeing war in Syria. His government also focused on immigration to address labor shortages and support economic growth. 4. Indigenous reconciliation. Trudeau promised to prioritize reconciliation with Indigenous communities. While some steps were taken, critics pointed out slow progress, especially regarding clean drinking water and land rights for Indigenous peoples. 5. Foreign policy. Trudeau aimed to position Canada as a global leader, strengthening ties with organizations like the United Nations and promoting multilateral diplomacy. His leadership during the COVID-19 pandemic also highlighted his focus on global cooperation, especially in vaccine distribution. COVID-19 response. The pandemic marked a critical phase in Trudeau's second term, with the government rolling out the Canada Emergency Response Benefit, CERB, to support millions of Canadians who lost jobs. Despite some logistical challenges, his efforts to secure and distribute vaccines were key to Canada's response. Resignation on January 6th. On January 6, 2025, after almost a decade in office, Justin Trudeau announced his resignation as Prime Minister. His departure was influenced by several factors, including political scandals like the SNC-Lavalin affair and the WE Charity scandal, which caused public trust issues. His progressive policies, while popular with some, led to deep polarization, particularly in resource-rich provinces like Alberta. Ultimately, Trudeau's decision to step down came amid growing fatigue after nearly 10 years of managing both successes and controversies. What's your take on Justin Trudeau's legacy? From tax reforms to handling the COVID-19 pandemic, Trudeau made his mark on Canadian politics. But how do you feel about his time in office and his resignation? Do you think he achieved what he set out to do? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed learning about Justin Trudeau's legacy. Subscribe to stay up to date with the latest political news and analysis. We'd love to hear what you think, so drop a comment and join the conversation.